So Odie asks, I know this is not an easy thing to answer, but are you all confident you can make a world that is as cohesively immersive, believable as EverQuest? There's something about their zone, city god names, and world lore that is so compelling, it results in some greater than its part. I know it can't be easy. It's not easy, but our belief, now whether or not we pull it off is going to be up to you, but our belief is that we'll make something equally as compelling. It may take a little while for all of it to come together, but we're working on it. We spend a lot of time going deep in the world building of the game. Yeah, I mean, it's a weird one because I can't rightly say like, no. We work on a lot of stuff and try to actually challenge each other a fair bit to make sure that the foundational elements of the lore and the structure that we're using make sense, and just, build from an actual structure. Then hope that the details that we're layering in actually, are compelling, something that you enjoy. It's stuff like having 3 hours discussions on just making sure that we completely align on the nomenclature and sort of progression and what do we mean by different things when we're talking about like gods and their homes and, the planes and things like, all right, is it when I say plane and he hears plane, are we in alignment on that? We could do the standard, each god has its own plane, or we could do something that feels for some gods, because some gods are part of sort of a sub-pantheon or whatever, something that feels more like Mount Olympus, right? Where you've got multiple gods. And then do they have their own domain within that plane? That type of stuff. Any topic that we come up with or any topic that we hit on, we go in pretty good detail about it. We log that stuff. There's a bunch of stuff I still need to get into Confluence, our internal wiki. The other folks can see it as well, but I've got a shitload of notes from these discussions that we're having. And he's a great guy. He's extremely structured and systemic thinker about world building. Now, how we go about revealing that lore to you guys, do expect that most of it's going to be in-game, delivered through different mechanisms, as opposed to us like putting it on a website. I just don't want to be like, here, read our book. More, please enjoy our world. But as we show more things, like as religion comes online, you start to see more about the gods and more details are there. That'll make some more stuff obvious. As more of the game is being shown or you're able to play it, you'll definitely pick up on it. Friendly said, of all of the lore I've read for M&M so far seems fantastic. And if the deep gnomes look like the concept art, that'll be my favorite race in any MMO ever. We're going with the concept art, right? The deep gnomes are going to be very interesting to see in game. Baldane says, once we learn more about the various gods and get these images associated with them and their symbols, that'll help give that feeling you did with the in-game world. Yeah, I'm really excited about that part. And I'm also excited about just the concept that you're able to align with different gods and taking the approach of like gods being something that your relationship with gods is malleable like other factions. I think it's going to be a lot of fun and get you more exposure to different gods, and depending on how we set up the religion system, which we've got ideas on, I think it'll also make it feel more tangible. Whereas you picked a religion and aside from the faction hit in EQ, it didn't feel like there was a lot going on with the gods until of course you're murdering them.